Jeranism. This recent arrival to the Flat Earth community began putting up high-quality YouTube videos in March 2015, asking people to donate to his Indiegogo campaign so that he could produce a book which would expose the greatest hoax ever sold, a book like the one I'd just published 5 months prior, without donations. Next, Jeranism suspiciously joined 2 of Asensi's shill forums, and at this point I also noticed Jeran defending and promoting the Jewish Holocaust nonsense and denouncing Hitler in his comments sections, all traits of a Zionist shill. Giving him the benefit of the doubt, however, I noticed several of his newer videos were quite good, and got word of his idea to record a laser experiment to disprove the Earth's supposed curvature. Jeran set up a second donation page, this time with GoFundMe, where he began taking donations not only for his Flat Earth Experiments wish list, this time with GoFundMe, where he began taking donations not only for his Flat Earth Experiments, but also for a wish list, including not only a telescope, laser, computer software and hardware, but also the kicker, to help pay off the mortgage on his house. Once others had already donated his telescope and laser, he put out the call for $200 more that he needed to secure a professional videographer for 2 hours to film the event. Being the enthusiastic Flat Earth missionary I am, seeing what I'd hoped was another genuine truther in need, and hearing him assure us in the video that he would complete successful test runs before hiring the videographer, I decided to donate the entire $200 to Jeran. Right around this time, he finally joined IFERS and introduced himself, saying he owed Eric Dubé a lot for allowing me to open my mind to the point that is needed to see the deception that currently plagues the world. This was quite strange, considering he'd never contacted me or joined my forum before now, admitted to having never read a single page of the forum, and yet he was already registered and posting on 2 of my sworn enemy Asensi's shill forums. Next, Jeran decided to criticize IFER's strict policy of banning shills, then brings up and defends top shill Mark Sargent. As shown in the IFER's thread, Jeranism is a raging shill, even after reposting all the evidence I've compiled of Mark's lies and misinformation, Jeran still decided to side with Mark and further condemned IFERS for our strict policy of banishment. Soon, IFERS members started digging into Jeran's online history and found some very significant accusations of Bitcoin fraud. A website named JeranCampanilla.com was created by a man accusing Jeran of scamming, extortion, blackmail, and personal defamation. Upon receiving word of what we had dug up on IFERS, Jeran completely flipped out, and you can read his weak attempt at defending himself in the thread mentioned. As for the laser video, due to poor planning and not completing a successful test prior to hiring the videographer, Jeran ended up having to pay for a second day of filming, only to find that his laser dispersed into a 10-foot beam across the ocean, completely nullifying the results. You can hear him in interview with his new best buddy Mark Sargent acting like the laser experiment was some big success and trying to spin his side of the IFERS drama referenced above. He was also on the radio with Mark earlier that week, admitting that even though my profile logo shows a flat Earth map, I'm not actually 100% a flat earther. I'm just 100% sure the Earth is not a ball. Once again, a supposed leading flat earther stating on radio interviews that they're not even sure the Earth is flat.
Hey everyone, it's Jeran from Jeranism here. Just reminding you to empty out your brain. There's truth inside. And wanting to remind you to treat me better than you treat yourself. I mean, treat others better than you treat yourself. I heard that from Mark Sargent, and I really like it, because it puts people in the mindset to literally treat me better than they treat themselves. So when I put a GoFundMe campaign up and I put my mortgage and everything else that I need to pay for this life on there, people will treat me better than they treat themselves. Please, donate. Please. Hey guys, Jaren from Jeranism here. The 37th try for the laser tests coming up soon. You know, even though I still haven't gotten it to work at all, proven shit, I think it's been a great success, the first 36 attempts. And, you know, I'm looking forward to 37. But I do need your funding. Hey guys, this is Jaren from Jeranism. Still here. Still collecting donations. Still haven't done a successful laser test. But we're adding to it. You know, I got Patreon now, GoFundMe. Basically, you name the e-begging campaign, I'm there. And we got new experiments coming in, right? For instance, we're gonna do high altitude balloon launch again with my dad, with Bob. And last one, you know what we did? Put a GoPro on it. Rookie mistake, I know, sorry. So we're gonna need more funding for a non-GoPro camera for this second rocket launch. That's what we're gonna do, okay? And we've just started FE Core, all right? Now FE Core, it doesn't stand for Flat Earth. It stands for Field Engineers, like myself. I'm a field engineer now. Mark, I don't know, Bob, all the shills. We're all doing it. We're all in on it. We're all field engineers now, okay? And now we're taking the funding to the next level, basically, because with this, it's like a 501c3 or 508g7. I can't remember basically, we can get government grants now. And we're talking big money. We're talking $250,000. We're talking about paying off my mortgage that I put on the GoFundMe back 2 years ago. We're talking about making it a reality. Missy, put on the red underwear tonight. We made it.
Crow777 is the YouTuber behind the Lunar Wave videos, promoted by the establishment Huffington Post and by top shill Mark Sargent in almost every interview he gives. Crow's entire channel is dedicated to his claim that a digital wavy line filmed with his high-tech cameras proves that the moon is not a natural luminary, but rather a holographic projection. This is just like how David Icke says a bunch of great stuff, then writes a whole book saying the moon is a hollow spaceship piloted by reptilian aliens who control humanity with mind control moonbeams. These agents purposely poison the well and muddy the waters to obfuscate the truth, which is that the moon is natural and not a hologram, no matter how many times Mark and Crow say so. Patricia Steer.